What's the good of turning waiting in hell. I'll be there burning. Meanwhile, think of what I'm earning, all on accounts of my name. What is it? What is it? What is it? My name.
Where's the boy? Where's Oliver? Now then, what has become of him? What have become of Oliver?
He got taken. He got took away in a coach.
Who coach? What coach? Where coach?
They took him to court. The old man we robbed come out of the court with Oliver, and he took him off in a coach to his own.
Where to? Quick!
Bloomsbury 19. Chepstow Gardens, Bloomsbury. Over and all the way.
Why did you look after him? Why didn't you bring him back with you?
Feigen looks worried.
One of us, Bill, went out on his first day of the job with Dodger, and I'm afraid he may say something that'll get us into trouble.
That's very likely. You blowed upon Feigen.
And I'm afraid, you see, that if the game was up with us, it could be up for a good many more. It would come out rather worse for you than it would for me, my dear.
Somebody must find out what's been done or said if he hasn't told you. We'll get him back without suspicion. We'll nab him the very moment he dares step out of the house. Now, who's gonna go?
The very thing! Nancy, my dear, what do you say?
The very thing.
That it won't do, so thanks for trying it on, Feigen.
And just what do you mean by that remark?
What'd I say, Boo?
Why, you're just the very person for it. No one up that way knows anything about you.
As I don't want him to, neither. It's more no than yes with me, Boo.
She'll go, Feigen.
No, she won't, Feigen.
Yes, she will, Feigen. Go on, get out! Go home, Bet.
As long as he needs me. Oh yes, he does need me. In spite of what you say, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on the way I feel inside, the love I have to the I've got my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should. He acts the way he thinks he should. But all the same, I'll play this game his way. As long as he needs me, I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me. Long as then you will know. When someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people say I must. I've got to stay true, just as long
much better, thank you. May I stay here always, ma'am?
If you wish, dear boy, if you wish. Now, here's the nurse to see you.
You are a great deal better, are you not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I know you are. You're hungry too, aren't you?
No, ma'am.
No, not hungry. He's not hungry, Mrs. Bedwin.
No, ma'am.
You feel sleepy, don't you?
No, ma'am.
No, not sleepy. Not thirsty, are you? If that boy's thirsty, I'll eat my head. Are you?
Yes, ma'am. Rather thirsty.
Just as I expected. It's very natural he should be thirsty. You may give him a little water. I think that you should get up and take a little fresh air. Don't keep him too warm, Mrs. Bedwin, but be careful that you don't let him be too cold. Will you have the goodness?
Of course, ma'am. You'll be glad to be up again, Oliver. Nurse, do you notice the most remarkable resemblance between that boy's face and the portrait of my daughter, Agnes?
I can't say I do. I only know two sorts of boys, mealy-faced boys and beef-faced boys.
And which is Oliver?
Mealy, where does he come from?
Didn't I tell you? He was arrested for stealing my handbag.
What's that?
It was all my mistake, and when the shopkeeper told me what really happened and the boy was released by the magistrate, I brought him here to make what amends I could. But I must confess, I find myself strangely attached to the child.
He is deceiving you, my good friend. He has had a fever. What of that? Fevers are not particular to good people, are they? Bad people have fevers sometimes, haven't they? He stole your handbag, didn't he? He'll steal more, ma'am.
He did it. Yes? What is it? Good. Now, I've got some other books here. Boy, wait a moment. Oh, dear, and I particularly wish some books to return today.
Send Oliver with them. He'll be sure to deliver them safely, you know. If he does, he eats my head, ma'am.
Oh, yes, do let me take them for you. Please, ma'am.
Oh, very well, my boy. Very well, if you wish, you shall. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to say that you've come to pay the £4.10 that Mrs. Brownlow owes. Here's £5. No need to rush, it's just on the road, but I shall expect you back in 10 minutes.
Very good, ma'am.
Let's see, Mrs. Bedwin. 10 minutes.
Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky you never did see.
Oh, my dear brother!
Let go! Who is it? Let go!
Oh, Oliver, where have you been? Wave a word out of our heads. Come home, dear, come home. Oh, thank goodness gracious heavens, I found him. What's the matter, love? Oh, he ran away 2 weeks ago from his parents, who are hard-working, respectable people, and why join a set of thieves and bad characters. Almost broke his mother's heart. Make him come home.
Young fetch, go home, little brute.
I won't. She's not my sister. Got no sister, no mother, nor father. Neither.
Just listen to him.
Bet, tell him to let me go.
See, he knows, little sister, he can't hide that. Make him come home or he'll kill his mother and father.
What the devil's this, young Oliver? Come home to your poor mother, you young dog. What books are these?
Then Mrs. Brownlow's.
You've been stealing again, have you? Get him here. He's nothing but a thief and a vagabond. Come on, you young villain.
Come on, Oliver.
Twist. I'll give him twist.
Leave him now, we're here.
Well, Oliver's back.
Look at his toes, Fagin. Super fine cloth and the heavy swell cut. Nothing but a gentleman.
I'm delighted to see you looking so well, my dear. We'll have the awful Dodger give you a new suit for fear you should spoil that Sunday one. Why didn't you write and say you were coming? We'd have something warm for supper.
Hello. What's that? That's mine, Fagin.
No, Bill. Mine, Bill, mine. You can have the books.
If that ain't mine and Nancy's that is, I'll take the boy back again. Come on, hand over.
This is hardly fair, Bill.
Fair or not fair? Hand over, I tell you. Hardly fair, is it, Nancy? Do you think Nancy and I's got nothing else to do with our precious time but spend it chasing after young kids? Give it here, you avaricious old skeleton. Give it here. That's for our share of the job, not half enough neither. Start a library.
Can't keep the books. They belong to Mrs. Brownlow, And if she finds out you've got them, she'll be out here after you.
So, she'll be out here, will she? What did you tell her about us?
Nothing.
That remains to be seen. But if we find out you said anything, fight you.
Help! Help!
Stand off from me or I'll split your head against the wall.
I won't stand by it, done me. You have to kill me first.
Shanty, I'll soon do that if you don't. Keep off!
All right, we've got him. What's the matter?
The girl's gone mad, I think.
No, she hasn't, Fagin. Don't think it.
Then keep quiet, will you?
No, I won't keep quiet.
Oh, this violence!
Try and run away again, would you?
Won't stand by and see it done. You've got me, and what more would you have? Let him be. Let him be. I should put my mark on someone and not care for the consequence.
You! Do you know who you are and what you are?
Yes, I know all about it. Who I am and what I am.
Well then, keep quiet or I'll quiet you for a good long time to come. You're nice and coming all this humane and gentle rubbish, a pretty subject for the child, as you call him, to make a friend of.
Lord help me, I am. And I wish I'd been struck dead in the street for lend a hand and bringing him here. As to say, he's a thief, a liar, and all that's bad from this thief force is that a nephew that beat him to death.
Come, Sight, we must have civil words, Bill, civil
words. Yeah, you deserve them from me, don't you? I can give you now Charles half his age of a 12 years sentence, don't you forget it?
What if you haven't? You're living!
Some living! Some living, some living!
What you deserve, you get.
No getting or giving!
Must we have violence yet?
There'll be murders, there'll be terrors, such as you've never seen.
No violence, please no violence, please no scenes.
No in between.
No violence!
If you don't mind making a maid of Satan, it's a fine life.
Fine life.
My life,
No,
Satan!
we don't mind making the angels waiting. It's a fine life, fine life.
Fine life!
Come back and do as you are told.
Watch out.
Bill's got a heart of gold.
Get out.
Better not make a mess, we better make the best of it. It's a fine life. Look after him, Bill. Look after him, Dodge. And oh, look after myself. A man's got an art, hasn't he? Joking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't deceived, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fellow be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation. Better settle down and get myself a wife. And a wife would cook and sew for me and come for me and go for me and go for me and nag at me. The finger she will wag at me, the money she will take from me, a misery she'll make of me. I think I better think it out again. A wife you can keep anyway. I'd rather sleep anyway. Left without anyone in the world, and I'm starting from now. So how to make friends and to influence people? So how? I'm reviewing the situation. I must quickly look up everyone I know. Title people with a station who will help me make a real impressive show. I will own the suite of claridges and run the fleet of carriages and wave at all the duchesses with friendliness as much as is befitting of my new estate. Good morrow to you, magistrate. I think I better think it out again. So where should I go? Somebody! Who do I know? Nobody. All my dearest companions have always been villains and thieves. So in my time of life, I should start turning over new leaves. I'm reviewing the situation. If you want to eat, you've got to earn a bob. Is it such a humiliation for a robber to perform an honest job? So a job I'm getting possibly, I wonder how the boss will be. I wonder if they'll take me the bonuses will make of me. I'll start at 8 and finish right at normal rate. Oh, but wait, I think I better think it out again. What happens when I'm 70? Must come a time, 70, when you're old and it's cold and who cares if you live or you die? Your one consolation's the money you may have put by. I'm reviewing the situation. I'm abandoned and abandoned I shall stay. You'll be seeing no transformation, but it's wrong to be a rogue in every way. I don't want nobody hurt for me or made to do the dirt for me. This rotten life is not for me. It's getting far too hot for me. No one who would do well for me, but who will find a job for me? There is no in-between for me, but who will change the scene for me? I think I better think it out again. Hey!
Married. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow it was done. It seems an age. I sold myself for 6 teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, and a milk pot, with a small quantity of second-hand furniture and 20 pounds cash. I went very reasonable. Cheap. Dirt cheap.
Jane, you would have been dear at any price, and dear enough I paid for you, Lord above know that. Are you going to sit there snoring all day?
As a matter of fact, ma'am, I was not snoring, but I shall snore, sneeze, gape, laugh, or cry as the humour strikes me. Such being my prerogative.
Your prerogative.
I said the word, madam. The prerogative of a man is to command.
And what's the prerogative of a woman in the name of goodness?
To obey, madam. Your late unfortunate husband should have taught it to you. And then, perhaps, you would have been alive today. And I wish he was. Poor man.
Oh, you hard-hearted brute!
Cry away, madam. It opens the lungs, exercises the eyes, softens the temper, and washes the face. So cry away.
How dare you speak to me like that, you great big lump? Now talk about your prerogative if you dare. Shut up and take yourself away from me before I do something desperate. Well, are you going?
Certainly, my dear, certainly. I have no intention of staying. It's just that you're so very violent.
Who's that?
It's Matron.
Come here.
It's old Sally, Mom. She says she's got something to tell you that must be heard. She'll never die quiet till you hear.
Go on, get out of it.
I'm your old friend, Annie.
Go on, get out of it.
Now listen to me. Once in this very room, in that very bed, I nursed the pretty young creature that was brought into this house with her feet all cut and bruised with walking. She gave birth to a boy and died.
Yes, what about it?
I robbed her. I robbed her, so I did. All she had were around her neck and it were gold.
Gold, yes. Go on.
This is it. This is the locket. She whispered in my ear for a babe shall live. It might want to hear its poor mother's name. It's my belief. She came from a good rich family.
And the boy's name?
They called him
Yes?
Oliver.
We must retrieve that boy, Mr. Bumble.
We must indeed, ma'am. We must indeed.
understand you bring information regarding the boy, Oliver Twist.
I've come in answer to advertisement. Bumble is my name, ma'am. Be to the workhouse where this boy was cared for. From where I was apprenticed to an undertaker, where he ran away from.
Yes, and do you know where the boy is now?
Not no more than nobody.
Well, what do you know?
This little trinket was given by the Lansdowne mother to my dear wife just before she passed away. The Lansdowne mother is not my wife.
Yes, and I understand that when the boy left your workhouse, he went to an undertaker's.
Yes, Mr. Salabar the undertaker took Oliver from us for £5.
You mean to say that you sold him like an animal?
Well, ma'am, it was Mrs. Bumble who actually authorized the sale.
Really? Then neither of you is to be employed in a situation of trust again. You may leave my house.
I hope this unfortunate little circumstance won't deprive me of my parochial office.
Indeed it will. And you may think yourself well off besides.
But Mrs. Bumble,
That is no excuse. You were present on the occasion when the boy was sold, and indeed are the more guilty of the two in the eyes of the law. For the law supposes that your wife acts under your...
if the law supposes that, then the law's a fool. If that's the eye of the law, then the law's a bachelor. And the worse, I wish it was that its eye may be opened by experience. By experience!
Ma'am, there's a young lady at the door to see you. She's inquiring about Oliver.
Mrs. Bedwin, take a look at this miniature. You see who it is?
Why, it's Miss Agnes, ma'am.
Yes, my daughter, Agnes. And I have every reason to suppose that Oliver is her child.
Ma'am!
I can't stay out there any longer. If I'd gone away as many would have done, you would have been sorry, not without reason either.
I'm sorry if anyone has been rude to you. Can I help you in any way?
I don't know. Can she be trusted?
Yes, why?
I'm the girl that took little Oliver back to Fagin's on the morning he left this house.
You?
Me, ma'am. And I wish now that I'd never been part of it. But the boy mentioned you specially, and I thought if I came to you...
But where is this place, Fagin's?
That I can't tell you.
Did you possibly know that Oliver is probably my grandchild?
I didn't know nothing. All I knew was me orders. Had to get him back or suffer for it. You don't believe me. I don't want your pity. I had to come. Even though those would murder me if they knew I'd been here.
Murder? But where is Oliver? Where is this Fagin's?
I can't tell you. I just want you to know that he's safe. I must get back now, quickly.
But what can I do about all this? Why must you go? Why can't you tell me where Oliver is? And why must you go back to those horrible people? I can call the Bow Street runners in a moment, and if you tell them what you've just told me, they'll see that you come to no harm.
Don't you understand? I want to go back there. I must go back. How can I explain? See, back there's a man that I just can't leave. You see, I love him. You don't know what it's like to love someone like that.
I understand.
Please excuse me, my ladies, but I am worried about Oliver. How can you help me?
I can't bring him to you here. That's too dangerous. Will you promise I won't be watched or followed?
I promise solemnly.
Then tonight, between 11 and the time the clock strikes 12, I'll walk on London Bridge and I'll bring Oliver. Bill?
It's a dark night, my girl, but it's light enough for what I have to do.
I wasn't going to murder Bill, I promised I wasn't, but I wouldn't say nothing. Bill?
Hello? Excuse me? Are you all right?
Help! Help!
Stand back there! Stand back!
I was coming to see this poor creature, and as I crossed, I saw a man disappear in the other direction. He was a tall, broad-shouldered man.
Anything else?
He wore a gray coat and a tall hat.
Look, on the bridge.
Stand back or I kill the boy!
Can a man change? It's possible. Maybe it's strange, but it's possible. All my dearest companions and treasures, I've left them behind. I'll turn a leaf over, who knows when I may find. I think I better think it out. I think I better think it out again.